Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Pretty Pink Craft Room. I'm excited to share with you today another project using one sheet of paper, a one sheet wonder or one page wonder, whichever you'd like to call it, using again one single 12 by 12 piece of paper. So I pulled out some old papers that I had in my stash. These are old summer themed papers that were from Echo Park Paper. And I used them to create the base of the project as well as the embellishments that are inside. So this is the front, of course, how it looks. I added some of their stickers, some of their chipboard that was complimentary to the paper pack. This has 3 pockets on the front here. So in this bottom pocket, there's a tag I created, and the ephemera says Best Summer Ever. And then this one has a little stamp ephemera on it. Let me get that off here. And that's another small tag. So that's the first pocket here. And then because the paper I was using had the decorations of sort of a windmill, I made a little hidden paper clip windmill out of the scraps, like so, and that fits on the top of the project, and that's just a hidden paper clip there. And then inside here is another larger tag, again using more of those stickers with the windmills there. And so these 2 here are your pockets here, and then there's a thin pocket on the side here that I just made a very thin strip that could be used for journaling there. Then on the side is another pocket with another thin strip that could be used for journaling too. So that goes here. And this goes here. And of course on top I used some more of their chipboard. And these were all leftover pieces that I had just lying around that I knew I needed to use. And I wanted to find a way to use them and incorporate them again in a project that I could create. And then this is just the windmill that goes on top. And then when you open it, there are 2 more pockets here. So this one I just did a simple flip out, that you can add a photo or some more journaling. And this one, let me remove this. This one I made into a file folder that could be used as well. So that is the middle pocket there. So let me apply this back to the front here. There we go. In the middle, I made a double belly band. So in the top belly band are these 2 journaling cards here. And then underneath, I made a larger file folder and made some areas for some photo matting as well as some journaling that can go there. And again, use the stickers and some ephemera that was in the paper pack there. So this is a wonderful way to use up some scraps you may have lying around that have not been used, some stickers, some random stickers that were on a sticker sheet. They could be used there as well. So this one I made into a tri-pocket, or 3 pockets I should say, and they have just little itty bitty tags in them. They're so cute, just little tags here, and they each fit into their own pocket like so. And then I used some stickers here to decorate the pocket here. Let me remove this one. Then I created another hidden paper clip and just added some ribbon and a chipboard piece here as well. So I just wanted to try to incorporate as much as I could into the project. And then on the back is another pocket, a double pocket now, and that one has just 2 more tags in it, and they each have cute little saying, "Days like these are what make life so sweet, and it's a beautiful day." So they can each go into these pockets here, and there's room for them there. And then I used some more stickers there as well. So lots of pockets and tags and stickers and things that can be used up in this project. It's really pretty loaded, but still it's not super chunky. It's still pretty flat. And you could also tie some seam binding or some ribbon around the front to keep it even flatter. But it's super cute. And if you enjoy it, or if this is something you would like to do, I hope you will stick around and craft with me. To create the project, I have this one single 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and it is double-sided, so the contrast will work really well together. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down to 6.5 at the top and 5.5 at the bottom. So whatever you want as your cover, if you have directional paper, you really want to pay attention to that. So the top of your paper should be to the left, and you want to cut that part down to the 6.5. So let me just line it up in my cutter here at 6.5. So I have this 6.5, and then I have this 5.5 sheet. So I'm going to put the 5.5 sheet of paper away for a moment or to the side, and then I'll bring out my scoreboard, and we're just going to make a couple of score marks, very simple score marks. And it's better if you turn your the paper you want to use as the front of your cover, if you turn it face down. That makes it easier for everything to line up together. So the first score I'm going to make is at 4 1/4. And then the next score I'm going to make is at 8 3/4. And that's your simple trifold. I'm just folding it over and going to increase the lines. And that's the base. Simple trifold. So now we're going to bring back in our sheet that was 5.5 by 12. And again, I'm going to score it face down. And I'm going to make 2 score lines. I'm going to score at 4, and I'm going to score at 8. But now I'm going to do some additional cutting. And so on the 8-inch score line, I'm going to make myself a little mark, a little tick mark. I'm going to come down 1 3/4 of an inch and make myself a little mark here. And then I'll use that mark to line it up and make a line of a pencil mark. Just trying to make sure I'm lined up right. Okay, and make a line across like that, just so that I can know exactly where I need to be cutting. And then on the 4-inch score line, I'm going to come down 3 5/8 of an inch. 3 5/8 of an inch, like so. And then I will, again, I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. I apologize. I should have said I'm coming down 3 3/4 of an inch. So on the 8-inch score line is still correct, but on the 4-inch score line, I want to come down 3 3/4 of an inch. I apologize. I hope I didn't confuse you with that. So 3 3/4 of an inch, I made a little mark for myself, and then I am just going to line this up. It's really good when using it with my scoreboard because it helps me to stay even and stay in line with where I need to be. And that is 3/4 of an inch. Wait, I don't think I'm straight. That's the problem. There we go. That's better. Okay. So again, I just made myself two pencil marks, pencil lines here, so that I could know exactly where I need to be cutting. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this section out like so. So we'll make a cut here, a cut here, a cut here, and a cut here. So you could certainly do that by hand. It would go a lot quicker if you can do it by hand. However, I am the worst freehand cutter, I think, ever. So I could definitely not do it. So that's why I need to use my cutter to do it. So I'm sinking my blade into the paper, where I want to start my cutting. So all I've done is I've cut that first, on that first score line up to my pencil mark. So I just made that one simple cut. Then I'm going to, actually, let's go ahead and go this way now. So then I'm going to cut out this pencil mark here. And again, I'm going to just sink my blade and go from one score line to another. So now I've made this score line here. I'm sorry, I made this cut here. And my last cut is going to be this little section here from one score, I'm sorry, from the cut all the way to the pencil mark. Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. My next cut is going to be at the pencil mark. I am sorry, you guys. I'm still a little groggy, but hopefully this is easy to follow still. I just need to pay attention to the pencil marks that I've already made. Okay. So there, so I made that pencil mark and I cut that out and I made those cuts here, and I do need to make the extra cut there too. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'll go over this again so that, you know, there's no confusion. I apologize. I don't want to confuse anybody. It's a really simple project. And if you were cutting out by hand, you would say the same thing. So, okay. So let me move my cutter out of the way so you can see exactly how I did it. So again, this was our 5.5 by 12 piece of paper. We made the score lines on the 4 and the 8. And then on the 8-inch side, I came down 1 3/4 and I made a cut there and here. So I cut on this side as well as over here, only up to the next score line. On the 4-inch side, I came down 3 3/4 of an inch. And then I made that little pencil mark here. So I made the cut there and the cut there. So that's how your papers will look once you're done. So for this particular piece, the larger piece, you're just making an accordion fold. And there's your pockets. And I'm just gonna crease this down like so. For the smaller piece, you could make that into a pocket like so, or if you want to flip it, you could also make it into a pocket like so. It may, you again, because of the directional, you may have to cover that, but that doesn't bother me. So, because I'll end up covering my pockets anyway. So either way, it'll work out. So let's attach that to the base of your project. I'll bring back in the base here. And the larger piece goes on the front like so. So now you can see how you'll have the pockets behind. You'll have a pocket here, and you'll have a pocket here. And we'll end up with a pocket on the side here as well. I'm so glad I paid attention because my phone was literally dying. And I was happy that I didn't go further without showing you guys how I glued everything together. I mean, it's pretty simple, but I still wanted to make sure I showed it on camera. So again, this was our front pocket. And we folded it just like an accordion. So I'm going to glue this top portion down just by applying glue on the side here and on the bottom. And then just sealing that pocket up here. So now I have a pocket there. Then I'm going to apply the same technique of applying the glue here and on the bottom to seal up this pocket. And there's other ways that you could adjust this to how you want, because this could be a flip out page and you can make this a pocket back here using another scrap piece of paper. You could just make a second or a third pocket and then just keep this open and have it flip out like so. So there's many options of what you could do. So this is my front pocket. So what I did was, instead of just having one side pocket here, I thought it would be pretty cool to have another pocket up there. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to do this. This is just optional. You could certainly just apply glue here, here, and here, and just make a side loading pocket. But I wanted to make something a bit different and have this little skinny pocket that could go here as well. So in order to do that, I made a mark for myself, and I'm just eyeballing it because, you know, there's no rhyme or reason to it, and doesn't have to be precise measurements. So I made a mark for myself to know that I am going to apply glue on the back of this, all the way going down like so, around the bottom and on the top here. So the glue is literally going to go this way from top to bottom. It's going to go along the bottom and then along the top, just up to that pencil mark. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm just going to try to make sure I adhere to it. So I did that one, and then I'll go at the bottom here. And again, I am literally just eyeballing it. You could, of course, do precise measurements, and that would definitely help you to make sure everything is lined up properly. But I just, again, I'm just eyeballing it, making it simple for myself. And those are just thin beads of glue that I applied. And I'm just going to let this give this time. So it should create a pocket here and then a very thin pocket up here as well. And that is your front cover completed. Now when you go into the inside, you have this space here, and this is where you're going to bring in this other pocket that you made. So I would apply this pocket. Let me go ahead and close it first. So we're just going to use the same technique of closing it on the side and on the bottom here. And that makes your pocket here. So you would just add the glue. Excuse me. You would just add the glue on the sides here and on the bottom, and then you would have a top loading pocket there and then a secondary pocket here as well. Before I do that though, I need to apply paper as a background because I like it to have more of a contrast. I don't like the same paper being on top of each other, and that's just a preference thing. So I am going to apply some paper here. I'm going to try to give a little bit more decoration to it, give you some suggestions of what you can do in the middle here that may give you some ideas of how you, because this is pretty much a blank canvas because the base of the project is pretty much finished. And now you can decorate it in so many different ways. You can make a bunch of these and create flip out pages or flip up pages in the bottom and the top, still keeping it pretty flat. You could do the flip up pages on this side. You could add vellum. Those are options. You can make another pocket here, or you can make angle pockets. There's so many options of what you could do with the inside here. So I am just going to figure out what to do with all these scraps on my desk. You may see some of them already spread out, and I just need to figure out how to organize them, what to put where, and then I will be back and show you the final product. And this is our final completed project. I am very pleased with how it came out. I love the decorating on it that made the paper pop and come to life using the ephemera that was in the paper pack, are complimentary to the paper pack. So I'll go over everything that's inside. It's pretty loaded, so it's really cool that it turned out that way. So you have the pockets on the front, and you have a tag here for journaling, and then you have a thinner tag here. So that was our first pocket. And again, you guys can adjust this to how you would like it to be. If you want this pocket to contain more items, you can certainly do that too. Up top, I did another altered paper clip here using the flowers and some silk flowers here too, just to add more dimension to the project. And then here is a journaling card that has some areas for journaling there. Here is a tag. And then this was the skinny little tag here. I just think that's so cute to just add that into something. It's just really cute. I mean, they could ultimately, a person could ultimately use it as a bookmark, but adding that was just something I wanted to try and do. I'm glad it turned out so well. So I put these back. And then on the side here is another thin or narrow tag here. And I just added some enamel dots there too, just to add some more color and some more dimension to it. And then when you open it up on your left hand side, remember you have the 2 pockets here. So I have a tag there. And then I just have a long strip here again for more journaling, areas for journaling. But there is so much space here that you could also add even more goodies there. And to even load it up even more. In the middle, I did another altered paper clip here, and then I did a vellum belly band with a tag in front. So this tag is here, and then it folds down, and then you have this vellum belly band here, and inside I just did a larger booklet, blank, so that there could even be more journaling there as well. And that goes here, and then I'll add the paper clip back. Okay, on the far right is another tag, and then there's another vellum pocket here, and I used one of the journaling cards that was part of the paper pack in there. And these are flip out pages like so that are completely blank, and you can either add photos or journal there as well. And then this tag acts as the closure to keep the flaps down. And you still have the pocket up here, the vellum pocket. And then when you flip it to the back, there's a longer pocket here, and it just has 2 small tags inside, like so. And that is the completed project. So I am very happy with how this all turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick tutorial of it and saw how simple and easy it is to make your own. Again, it's just one 12 by 12 sheet of paper that you can then embellish and design to your preference and how you would like it to look. There's a lot of opportunities for different things to do. As you can see, I did a little bit of something different in this one versus this one. So there is so many options of where you can take the project to. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel or joining my channel for the first time. If you are new, I hope you may be inclined to subscribe to my channel and turn on those notifications so that we can craft together again in the future. I sincerely thank you all for all of your likes and your comments and your compliments and the encouragement and support that you give to my channel. It is so greatly appreciated, and it is so encouraging to me as well. So thank you so much for all of that, and I look forward to crafting with you all very, very soon. Until then, take care. Bye.